friend Alan Cobb, who I went to grad school 24 years ago with, and saw a posting of mine a couple of months ago when I was urging people to come out as election observers, decided to fly out from the state of Kansas to come over here and join us. So, it's like volunteers like him. You really appreciate their efforts. So thank you, Alan. Most people looked at me and asked me if I was the translator for the group, because I have to translate everything for the fork. I'll begin with giving a little bit of stats, then some general impressions, and then just a couple of anecdotal incidents. As I mentioned, we had 12 from UKK. We were joined by 4 members from Ukrainian World Congress. We were able to send out 7 teams that covered a total of 6 districts in the city of Dnipropetrovsk. Because of safety concerns, we decided not to go out into the oblast, but we were able to cover 90 polling stations, and we were able to submit electronically. We know you'd be happy to hear a lot of reports from our district. We also sat in on a few. We sat in on, I believe, 6 or 7 vote counts at the polling stations, and then had 2 or 3 groups that went out to the decks later on in order to watch the vote count. Impressions. At about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I pulled my whole team together, and I had to say we have good news and bad news. The good news is all of the worst fears and everything that we had kind of sat for the last few days and prepared and trained for, none of them are coming true. What we saw was an open, a free election. We saw committee members that were willing to register us, that were happy to see us, and most importantly, that were working amongst themselves. The second polling district that we went into, the head of the commission at one point pulled Alan and myself aside, and she said, "Look, I really want to thank you as international observers, because I fear that these elections would not have happened without the international observer community coming into Ukraine and with the numbers that we did." So I think it's a testament to everyone here, and it was just really touching and really different than 2004 and the elections before that. The cooperativeness amongst the commission members, we asked a lot of questions. Do you have enough commission members? We know the communists have pulled out of the race. We were expecting, sabotage on the committees. And what we found is that the committees were almost more than 60% were fully represented. And as one person even commented to me, he says, even our communists are okay people here in Dnipropetrovsk. So it was just absolutely, fantastic there. Incidences, we didn't have many with respect to violations, but we did have a couple of things that were, I would say, interesting, or at least gave some color to our time there. The night before, when we had a team dinner, we had somebody accidentally locked into the bathroom. And everybody around the table noticed she was gone for 45 minutes, and she came back to the table and said, "Didn't you notice I haven't been here?" They actually had to unweld the door to get me out. We had one early on in the elections, one of the heads of the commission, we got a report that they were starting late, so we sent the team over there, and they inquired and found out that the reason they were starting late was the head of the election commission took the stamp home with her that night, and then put it in the car. She was in a hurry in the morning, and it fell somewhere. It was unclear whether it fell in the car or outside the car, but she didn't make it there. And what we did is later we sent people, one of our teams volunteered to go back there for the count, and the report that I got back was he didn't think there were any shenanigans going on. I think the woman just accidentally took it home for safekeeping, and then was in a hurry in the morning and got it lost. He said everything went legit on the vote count. The final kind of anecdotal thing that we have is we had an observer who was lucked out and happened to be at the polling station when Yulia Tymoshenko arrived. I was talking to him, Stefan Vasilov, I don't know if I see him here right now, but I was talking to him on the phone, he was checking in, and I said, wait a minute, he says, I gotta go, there's a big ruckus going on here, and he was actually, happened to be at that polling station, got a great film of Yulia coming in, so that was a little bit of a highlight of the day. So, in the end, everything looked great. I was really proud of Dnipro Petrovsk. It's changed a lot in 10 years. I was down there twice in 2004. I was also, I want to give a big thanks to my team. I don't know how the rest of the team leaders felt, but I feel that through luck of the draw or whatever, that I had what I think was the best team. The best team. So, thank you, team. Those that are here, and that's about it for reporting. If anybody from the team has anything to say, we can give you a couple minutes on the microphone. So, no? All right. Well, thank you again, everyone.